Yeah, my ex got me banned on TikTok.
Banned on TikTok?
Banned on TikTok.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Why?
I had like 2 million followers.
No, you did not.
I did. And he got me banned. And now I have a new one that has like 200.
Wait.
I got canceled. I was the first person to ever get TikTok canceled.
Really?
Yes.
Holy shit, dude. Okay, this is spill, man. Spill. Give us the story.
So, this relationship was a long time ago.
Yeah.
He just became a big TikToker.
Yeah.
And I meant no harm in this. Like, we were at this event in Florida having fun. And this guy comes up to me and he's like, oh, like, what are you doing? And I'm like, oh, like, there was this big pool party that he didn't want to go to. So I was down there with like a couple of my friends.
Mm-hmm.
And I was like, oh, like, I'm about to go up to the room. And I don't know if you know who Bryce Hall is.
Yeah, I know who Bryce Hall is.
He's banned from Playlist. So
yeah, Playlist doesn't exist anymore either.
I know. I was so sad.
Was this the last year that it was there? Did you go the last year?
I didn't go the last year. I think the last one that I went to was...
Damn, how long were you guys dating?
This was a long time ago. Like, maybe 2018.
And were you also a TikToker? That's how you met? Or
he made me.
Oh,
I
he
will
made
say,
you.
He made
you.
Yeah,
he got you the 2
that.
million, so he can take it
made
away.
Me. Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
So basically, he would always hang up our FaceTimes for his friend Owen, like, but he would say these like awful things, like very like homophobic slurs, and I would always be like, you can't say that, like, that's not okay.
Yeah.
And I was at this pool party and Owen comes up to me. He's like, oh my God, what are you doing? And I was like, oh, like, I got a wristband for Bryce Hall's Airbnb party because you had to have a wristband. Like, you couldn't just like show up as you and just get in, just because like they didn't want like fans in there, like underage people, even though I was underage, but I knew somebody that was friends with him, basically, you know?
Cool.
And he was like, oh, like, who's your boyfriend? I was like, oh, what do you mean? It's this person. And he was like, that's my boyfriend. And I was like, no, like, that's my boyfriend. Like, you're lying. And he showed me like very graphic. I would not want to put these images in your head, but very graphic images.
That's cool.
And then, no, it's not cool.
I mean, not good for you at the time, but that's cool.
Yeah. And I think
like Diddy Meek Mill style?
Like dry erase markers.
What does that mean? Dry erase markers?
Up his ass.
Whoa.
Yeah.
He was putting dry erase markers up his ass?
On FaceTime.
With another guy? Damn, me and my friends are not that close.
Yeah. Well, it was like, I was so upset. And then like 2 years
later. What color
later,
dry erase marker?
Green. I still remember the color. It's like ingrained in my head. It's traumatizing.
Wow.
I would never wish anybody to ever go through that.
Well, yeah. I mean, I want every listener and viewer at home to take a second and just picture a male in their 19, 20 years old, you know, with their both legs in the air.
Oh, no.
Putting a green expo marker in their butthole. Just picture that for a second.
That's like that should be a hate crime. Making people imagine that's a hate crime. That's a literal hate crime to your viewers. That is so awful.
Okay, so then what happens? So he shows you this. You guys are just at this like influencer party. Like Bryce Hall is about, you know, he's around.
Yes.
Addison Rae's there.
I don't think Addison Rae was there.
Did you meet Bryce?
Oh, I've known Bryce since like 2015, before TikTok was a thing.
You've just known him?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, just like through other people. Like, it's easy to make like, or you could, I don't know. It's hard to explain.
Okay.
If you just like meet this person and then they introduce you to this person and then that person.
We got to start hanging out more then, dude. I need to meet some of these people.
I used to have Carrington FaceTime Lil Wayne with me.
And he would
hang up on us, but it's fine.
Yeah, but he would answer.
Yeah, he would answer, and I'm blocked now. So
okay.
I
That's
can't
fair.
talk to
You
him
abused
anymore.
that relationship.
I really did abuse that relationship.
Yeah, it was too big of a flex. Okay, so you guys are standing, I imagine, outside a pool.
Yeah.
And this guy's like, nah, man, me and this dude, we put Sharpies and expo markers up our butt.
Yeah.
And you're like, no, you don't. And he's like, well.
Yeah. So then, like, we just kind of broke up. We did, like,
well, wait. How'd you break up? Did you break up with him? You were like, hey, man.
It was kind of mutual. Like, everything was, like, black. Like, you know, like, when something.
But did you just, like, go confront him? Like,
I
yo.
did. I was like, you shoved dry erase markers up your ass. And he's like, what are you talking about? And I'm like,
oh, my God.
And I, like, took a selfie with this guy that, like, had obviously, like, shown me these photos. And I was like, look, like, I know everything.
Yeah.
And then it would just kind of left it at that. Like, it was just like, I didn't want to embarrass him. Like,
Yeah.
and I think, like, he was embarrassed himself. Like, it was just like, we're done. Kind of mutual, I guess, ish.
Yeah.
And then eventually we kind of like reconciled like a couple months later, but it was just like not the same because I was like,
Because he was doing colored pencils by then and probably crayons
Probably,
and stuff.
yeah,
So it's like,
right.
yeah, how are you gonna make that
melting
work?
stuff up there. Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, how are you gonna make that work? You know?
Definitely.
Wow.
But I made a TikTok story time because everybody's like, what happened? And
Talking about this. Wow. Well, we'll see if I get banned. So that'd be
no,
hilarious.
I don't think you'll get banned because now it's like out there.
Oh,
and
it's
I
out
didn't
there.
say his name.
Yeah.
Bryce Hall is not the one that shoved dry erase.
Yeah,
on
it was
our
not
substance.
Bryce.
I
Bryce would
should
never
like
do that.
specify that it was not Bryce Hall.
Yeah, it was just at his party, but it wasn't him. I
Right.
mean, well,
One
actually, it
of
didn't
his
even happen
friends,
at his
yeah.
party. It
And
happened
yeah.
elsewhere.
Yeah. But
Virtually.
this person like kind of fell off now.
Yeah. Well, that's what they. If they got you blocked, did they like report it and like be like?
I think so. This person by this time that I actually made the story time had like 20 million.
Wow.
So they had a lot of hold over like other people. You know what I'm saying?
Oh,
like,
yeah.
Somebody
A lot
with
of
that
influence.
much like grab and attention. It's just like, oh, ban.
How much did you? Okay, do you remember at all how many views your story time was at? Because you had 2 million followers.
It had a lot of views. I think it was up like 5.5 or something just because
Wow.
it was like his followers, my followers. There were like drama pages posting it. Like,
Does that feel different? Like, because I had a controversy not that long ago on TikTok, and it was
It's
similarly
scary.
where it's like, yeah, then you have like random people being like, Darren's an idiot, like this guy, and they're like breaking down like why you're a fucking idiot, and you're like,
Yeah.
holy shit, man, like that's just how I felt about the situation. So I made a video about it. I didn't know it was gonna go viral, you know, like whatever.
I think at the time, I didn't realize. So like, the guy that he had cheated on me with had already said like made a story time about it. I didn't realize. At the time, I didn't really know what outing was, and I'm glad that this situation had helped me a lot because I had no idea what I had done, even though.
Oh, so people were trying to. That's kind of a shield, though. That's kind of like using
right.
outing as a shield. I mean, don't get me wrong. If no one knew.
Right, absolutely. I mean, I do feel bad about it now that I know like what that is, what I
Yeah.
did, I guess.
Yeah.
But at the same time, they asked me for the story. Like, what did they want me to do? Lie? Like, I'm
Yeah.
not a liar. I will never lie about anything. Like, I'm an open book.
Yeah.
And I didn't like go into grave detail. Like, I was like, this is what happened. Like, you guys asked.
Yeah,
and I
yeah.
still like, even on my TikTok now that has like 200 followers since I did get banned, like, people will comment like, do you still talk to this person? I'm like, obviously not.
No. See, here's where that's not fair in my opinion. And I don't know. I'm not, we're not in Pride Month yet, so maybe this is not cool to say. I don't know. But it's like, I don't understand how you cheat on someone. Doesn't matter what you did to cheat, right? You cheated on someone, so you cheated on me, so I'm going to tell that story about being cheated on. I feel like I'm allowed to talk about that because you did it to
Right.
me. I don't think you can then go, oh, well, you're outing me, so it's not fair to talk about that story.
Right.
It's like, well, then don't fucking cheat on me, bro.
Absolutely. It's
Maybe-
like, right. It's like if somebody were to be like, do something horrible to you and you tell your friends and they're like, well, why were you talking shit? And it's like, it's not talking shit because that's what you did to me.
Yeah, that's what happened. And I understand, like, it probably wasn't public knowledge, or I imagine it wasn't, that
Well,
he was
Yeah.
into putting Sharpies or whatever up his butt.
Right.
But,
So the only reason I had actually like told the story in depth is because the guy that he had cheated on me with had already said something publicly. So I didn't want to be, obviously I didn't want to be the first one
Yeah.
to say something, but
I mean, that would be like, right, like, so Diddy, right? That's the big thing going on right now.
Yeah,
Is like
Diddy.
Diddy like made all these like rappers suck his dick, and like he like
Right.
fucked these rappers or whatever. And like, that'd be like if one of them came forward and was like, hey, this guy made me suck his dick to get a hit song or whatever. And then Diddy came out and was like, dude, that's fucked up. You're outing me, bro. You're outing me. It's
Right, like, you
like
did
people
it.
people don't know that I like men. Like, that's fucked up that you came out and said that before I could say that. And it's like, hey, bro, well, maybe, don't be moving weird and behind the scenes.
Right.
There's nothing bad about being gay. You want to stick Sharpies up your butt, bro? Stick some Sharpies up your butt.
Right.
We can go buy the rainbow, all the Expo. I actually got a pack over there, every color Expo marker, right?
let 'em know for
You can
you.
do that, But maybe don't do it with another guy, another person. Doesn't matter if it's a guy or girl, whatever. Don't do that with someone else when you're in a relationship with me. That's cheating.
absolutely.
I don't know this person that you're talking about. I'm sure we could talk about it off air, but that's I gotta say, dude, I'm on your side with that, man. I'm on your side when it comes to what do we want to call this, marker gate, We can call it Markergate.
Yeah, Markergate. Yeah.
Wow.
That's a good way to put it.
That's cool. That's exciting. I'm excited to see what people think about that when we post
Yeah,
it.
keep me updated.
Yeah, I will.
If I'm canceled again, please let me know.
Yeah, I'll let you know.
I'll do some damage control this time.
Yeah. How did it feel to get canceled?
Honestly,
Were you stressed out?
50-50. I was like more so like I felt bad because I know that I hurt his feelings. Like I hate hurting people's feelings. So like I had felt bad. I was like, I fucked up. Like I owned it. I was like, you know what I did was wrong. And then people were like comparing me to his ex-girlfriend. So like I think that's what pissed me off the most. It was like, just because I said something like doesn't mean that this person's better than me. And like, for all I know, he's cheating on her with the same man. You know, basically.
Yeah.
But I did like the attention. Again, like it goes back to an attention thing. I was like literally refreshing my TikTok and it was like thousands of new followers, you know,
wild.
and like on Instagram, like all the drama pages were posting me, you know.
Wow. Yeah, that's fun.
So I guess it had like, I loved how many like people that there were people defending me, like people that like knew me when I went through that were like, no, like you don't know what happened. Like you have no right to say that, you know.
Yeah.
So I guess that felt good. Honestly, I didn't take offense to it.
Mixed feel. It's a mixed bag, you know, with going viral at that scale. That's interesting though, man. I hope you're not too hard on yourself for that because that really seems like a little manipulative to cheat on someone but then be upset that they talk about you cheating on them, because that's essentially what it is. I mean, you can make it about something, but like either way, like I wouldn't have said it if you didn't cheat. So I don't know.
Yeah, I'm over it now. I think it's funny, like I got TikTok canceled and you know I love Tana Mojo, so I'm just like,
you should be on the Canceled Podcast someday.
Well, thanks for watching that last video, guys. Click right over here to see the episode in its entirety, or click over here to subscribe and check out all the other cool shit we have on the channel. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Do it.